until what's-his-name discovered Tony's Pizza.
How the fuck did I meet the criteria for for affiliate under the conditions of the stream most likely to get a copyright strike? I can't even pretend to understand the internet anymore. Greetings and felicitations, assorted children of the internet. It is I, the Logician, back at it again, I suppose. So, slight update. I have now reached over 50 followers on Twitch, which means that I now qualify to become an affiliate with the site. This was admittedly not something I expected, but here we are all the same. And I have to acknowledge all of you who have been following me up to this point and contributing to me being able to do this. Big thanks to M. Lorelei for joining me for the previous stream in which this happened, as well as Gail Rice, also known as Hunchuan Bats, for becoming officially my 50th follower. As well as to everyone who has followed me since, including, as you can see in the lower left-hand corner, Queen Creeps. So, thank you very much for making this a possibility, one which I did not account for. But then again, in this brave new frontier of TV tubing, as it were, I'm not quite sure what I can or cannot expect anymore. In any event, yeah, that out of the way, I suppose it's time for me to follow through on something I've been putting off for a few decades, to be honest. And that is completing Spyro 1. We're essentially at the last leg of my journey through that game. It's a game I started many years ago as a child, along with every other entry in the original trilogy. But like many other games before and after it, I never quite finished. So, I am dead set on accomplishing that tonight, if nothing else. So, I suppose without further ado, let us, in fact, as the children say, do it to it. Now, first and foremost, be sure to let me know if the volume, as it currently stands, is acceptable. I suppose I have nowhere to go but over here. Nork Cove. Alright. Ah, thank you, Lorelei. Yeah. Oh. You're having a Gale timer there, aren't you, buddy? Let's see. You know? Quick lesson in physics, I suppose. There we are. So, yeah, to reiterate, I never got this far in my own personal playthrough of the game as a child. So, while I believe I may or may not have seen a video or two on the matter later on. Uh-oh, well. I mean, case in point. Yeah, no, this is my first time actually experiencing it myself. Ah, my word. Now, maybe it's just the nostalgia and rare optimism affecting me, but the audio quality sounds a bit more crisp right now. Line that up better. There we are. Sorry, Mr. Fudd, but I'm afraid I gotta do you dirty. Ah, my word. Yeah, once again, shocker, I'm not to epic gamer. Yeah, I know. I disappoint myself constantly. There we are. You had a few of those moments getting to go back and revisit something. Yeah. Can make that soundboard so annoying. Oh, absolutely. I mean, granted, I'm probably not going to go full, I don't know, who are some popular content creators these days. Mr. Beast, does he stream? No. Ninja, does he still stream? I could not tell you to save my life. Oh! Well. There we are. But regardless, I'll try to be not so horrifically obnoxious as others I could mention. There. You know? Happy holidays, everyone. They're breaking out the reds and greens. And you. Alright, friend, what have you to say?
Keep up the good work, Spyro. I expect Nasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Nork boots if I were him.
Brought to you by Nork Brand Boots, an affiliate of Nasty Nork. But, oh yeah, no, I mean, then again, like, when isn't a popular content creator in deep water, as it were? Whether it's a shoddy product they put out, or a certain video game where they said certain things on a certain bridge. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. The point is, I will do my damnedest not to be as obnoxious or problematic as some others who will remain unmentioned. Sounds like Sonic got a... Yeah, no, I mean, that is Tom Kenny in a nutshell. Funnily enough, I believe this was prior to... Well, actually, as a casual Sonic enjoyer, I cannot say one way or the other when Sonic Adventure came out in relation to this game. I would have to call upon the expertise of a certain Cyberlink or a VA named Nezumi. Oh. Thank you. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm sure that noise won't get irritating anytime soon. Oh my word. Honestly, it's just incentive enough to try and get these guys to shut the fuck up. Oh. Ow. Oh, dear. Now, this is an issue. Now, I can't budge this. But... Oh, Spyro and Sonic Adventure came out the same year? Well, you know, I suppose this was the age in which they were trying to push for as much of a tubular approach to video game heroism as they could. Ah, I see. You, my friend. Pardon me. Alright, so... Slowly and surely... Alright, and now, if I aim this just right... There we are! Alright. Radical was 80s, Rad was 90s. You know what? Fair enough. I suppose that is the natural progression of slang, isn't it? Just the more you shorten a word, the more hip it is with the children. Case in point, charisma and riz. I mean, granted, correlation is not necessarily causation. But, there you go. Goddamn, you know, there's ambiance, and then there's noise pollution. You logged too many points into charisma and made con your dump stat. You know what? I think a lot of us can relate. Oh, my word. And... Ah, yes. Apologies, friend. Oh. Okay, that was just immensely satisfying. Oh. And you, sir?
Wow! I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
Something, something. Next Hokage. I would not be surprised if that was a Parappa reference. This was about the time for it. And again, the PlayStation 1 was originally intended to be a Nintendo system. It's just that Nintendo backed out at the last minute. And then Sony said, fuck it, we have this technology. Let's do something with it. And thus, the next leg of the Great Console Wars began. No one is safe from Nintendo. No one. Now, once again, just that Rube Goldberg-esque process of progression there. Ah, my word. Also, you were excited to eventually see Wicked when it's out streaming. Yeah, I can imagine. Granted, that is not to say I'm not excited. I'm just, shall we say, skeptical, given how movie musicals have gone over the past several years. With, like, rare exceptions here and there with the likes of La La Land. Granted, what little I have seen has been impressive. It's just, I think the other part of it is I've never truly had that connection with Wicked as a production that many others have. I've always sort of gravitated towards, musical numbers that lean more into, sci-fi sources of inspiration. The likes of, Little Shop of Horrors and, The War of the Worlds and, what was it? Be More Chill, I believe it was, which was literally just Little Shop of Horrors, but with a phone app, from what I can recall. Be More Chill, yes. Alright, and just... Oh, I guess that's it. Guess I'll try and thread the needle here. It was a pill, that's right. But it was like a computer virus pill or something to that effect. There. Alright. So, I can tell there's more to go. It's clearly some stuff I've missed out on. It's like people who mock Final Fantasy VII for being so stereotypical and cliche, and it's like, those cliches started with FF7, it made them. No, absolutely. Like, I see largely a lot of what I expect out of musicals through the lens of someone who experienced older musicals. And therefore... I suppose my expectations are somewhat unrealistic in that regard. But I digress. Let's see. Slowly but surely. There. And how will that bump me up? Or how much will that bump me up? Alright, so not done just yet. But progress is progress is progress. Was there another one? Ah, Silver, thanks for stopping in. Yes, I am determined to try and finish this game tonight. Not sure how long it will take, but the determination is there nonetheless. Now, the question is... well. How much do I need to take care of? Oh, okay, there's only literally 10 more treasure, I suppose. Let's see. And it looks like there is another dragon in the main world, the Nork Nexus, as it were. So I probably just missed a jewel or two. Let's see. You believe in me? I'm sorry, you have to understand, we had a reference to Parappa the Rappa from Spyro here earlier. You gotta believe! Which, coming from me, sounds like a very constipated Sonic the Hedgehog, but I digress. Oh, that's right. There was a treasure chest somewhere, wasn't there? Because I believe I have a key. Mistaken anyway. Like, there's a lot to praise about this game. But by the same token, there is also a lot to shrug at, I suppose. Like, once again, I was never a fan of backtracking in video games. That's why, by and large, I was never really big on 3D platformers. Much preferred the straightforwardness of 2D platformers, where literally all you had to do was go from one end of the level to the other. Let's see. Backtrack, backtrack, fucking backtrack. Yeah. No, absolutely. Ah, there's the chest. Wait. Is that... Oh, you know? Ah, damn it. Well, I mean, I at least got the idea now. Oh, fucking... I mean, who needs ice levels and ice physics when I managed to slip myself up just fine on my own? Jesus. Coined by Pa and Chin Awesome. God. My word. Sorry, he just brought back some interesting memories. There we are. I think that should just about do it. Excellent. Okay. So, the building's probably still on fire. More than likely, yes. Because certain people with certain glasses did not have the foresight to include fire extinguishers in their plan for moving forward. All the people took those with them when they changed the channel. Alright, now inventory. 400 out of 400, both dragons. I think I can safely move right along. Hello! Thank you for joining us, Emmett. Alright. There should be another dragon around here somewhere. But first, let me save. Slip myself. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for that, lore. Future generations must know. There we are. Now. Huh. I think I might have to find the other dragon in this level. But where is it? I mean, I did everything in this one. As far as I'm currently aware. Here at the dealer's den stall, I see. Have you had a chance to catch any of the... Ah, I see. Yes, for context, Emmett, Laura and I did a reaction stream yesterday where we reacted to the first episode of an old series from 1989 called the Jim Henson Hour, which a certain segment of it, at the very least, was taken from another Jim Henson series, which was apparently more popular overseas, called The Storyteller, featuring Jonathan Hurt as the narrator. And it was fascinating, to say the very least. They did the talkie, and we loved it. I did have a lot of fun with that. So, there's still more treasure. Yeah, well, it's not up on the VOD channel just yet, but the VOD itself is on Twitch, so by all means, go ahead and check it out when you get the chance. I'm admittedly unsure what to do at this point. We are less than half an hour in, and already I'm lost. Ah, yes, the Don't Do That clip was a fun one. Now, this tells me I might be missing something. I think I have everything. Stay here for the time being. I have all the treasure and dragons from all of the previous worlds, as far as I can tell. If anything, I might be missing some dragon eggs? But there might be more dragon eggs. Huh. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, there are 12 dragon eggs in Spyro 1. And I think I have all of them. Yeah, so I have all the eggs. I have all the treasure. A little early on to be this lost. Get on with... That was what I was trying to remember earlier. That was a soundbite I was trying to decide whether or not to add. It was the "Get on with it" from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Is it because I exited the wrong way? I can't imagine that'd be the reason. I caught all the dragons here. Ah, my word. Yeah, I think I still have everything. So I am admittedly lost. I think this requires a bit of research. So I will unfortunately have to quickly be right back and look into this matter.
The next show will start in 6 minutes.
Okay, so my concerns were confirmed. It seems that I do in fact have to exit the level through the level exit and not through the pause menu. I don't know why that applies to this level specifically, but from what I can tell, that is precisely what I have to do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ah, my word. Alright, well, at least I know what to do moving forward. What madness. Sir. No time for you and your shenanigans. So, yeah. You gotta love 90s game design. Thank you. Good. Yes. Agreed. Alright. Alright. And then... you, my friend. Pretty as a picture. You. Alright. Now, I imagine that's largely something that was patched out of the Reignited trilogy, as it were. Or at least I would certainly hope so. Because that's so oddly specific a requirement for progression. Ah, my word. And then just pick up a snack. Apologies to any rodent enthusiasts out there. Alright. Level up. Alright. Okay. And now, hopefully, this should undo any soft locking that I may have potentially subjected myself to. There we are. Okay. That's so finicky. Twilight Harbor. Oh shit, really? I mean, tough luck, my guy, I can do that too. Don't test me. I mean, that's just a gun. That's just an orc with a gun. Like, that's literally just a gun. Yeah, those are live rounds. Nasty Nork ain't fucking around anymore. Maybe the real enemy all along was the United States military-industrial complex. You know? Yeah, what? What's wrong with guns? No, of course not. Yeah, in this world of wizards and cavemen with cudgels, they just broke out fucking Rambo. My word. They just needed that one extra flavor to complete the ramen. I understood the reference. Ah, my word. Oh, alright. And Whoop. There we go. Anything else around any nook and crannies here? I think we should have it. Some red berets, too, for good measure. Let's see. If you light it on fire, it's an explosion of flavor. You know what? Thank you, Violet. Welcome to Flavor Town. Right here! Alright. I guess I literally walked into that one. Oh, my word. I don't know why this is sticking with me as much as it is. It's like the things that looked like head crab zombies from the previous world. I keep forgetting that video games around this era were still experimenting with what could and could not be considered children's entertainment. Alright. Cosmos.
Thank you for releasing me.
And I think that's 5 or 6 on the thank you for releasing me's. Let's see, do you have a keyhole? No, I'm gonna have to just rely on my explosive personality. Hello, Carl! Sorry I didn't see you earlier. Hope they're doing well. I'm doing, as the kids say, poggers, I suppose. Ah, my word. There we go. Thank you. Ah, my word. Now, I wonder if I'm gonna have to rely on... Huh. You, sir. Explain.
Be on the lookout for Nort Commandos, Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
And I think there's just one dragon left. Yeah, no, I had a feeling that's what was going on here. So I have to literally run all the way from the peak of this this cliff here and ram into... Ah, damn it. Well, I mean, I almost got it that time, but first let me save. A little rough around the edges, but, hey. I know what must be done. Alright. Well. Let's do it to it. Call an ambulance, but not for me, yes. There we are. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's a PS1 game. The edges could cut bread. Yeah, no. You're absolutely right. Still not as like, grotesquely polygonal as the Cybertruck, but, you know? There's got to be a way. There's got to be a better way! Oh, I see. I understand. There. Oh, my goodness. At least the games had an excuse for practical design limitations. No, absolutely. There we go. All right. Brings new meaning to the phrase "for the Horde." I still hear an extra life somewhere. Are you out here? There you are. Now what about over here? No, it doesn't look like it. There we are. Any additional treasure? Not immediately that I can see. I have the distinct impression... Have I fucked myself? I think I might have fucked myself. Yeah. Up, up. Oh, well, I mean, there you go. And I have some butterflies waiting for me. So. No, not bad. Let's see. Never got to play Spyro, but used to play Ty the Tasmanian Tiger on the PS2 all the time when I was a kid. You know? This was sort of the next generation of mascot platforming. That is to say, like, following the success of the likes of Mario and Sonic, every game developer and their aunt threw their hat in the ring when it came to making a marketable platforming mascot. Like, I believe there was Acro the Bat, Awesome Possum, Radical Rex, and others of similar, less than reputable ilk, as it were. Ah, well. Bubsy, yes. I was a bit hesitant to mention Bubsy, but yes, he did definitely fall into that particular category. There we are. Bubsy is probably one of the most infamous of all those attempts. If not the most infamous. Especially with his attempted foray into the third dimension. Damn it. There you go. Alright. Thank you. still can't believe that they literally just gave them guns. I don't know why I find that particularly difficult to believe. It's just... After all of the, you know, the clubs and cartoony cannons and wizards... the AK-47, I think, is, for whatever reason, where I sort of subconsciously draw the line. Ah, my word. So, there's clearly more. And I'm guessing... Okay, yeah, about 400. Not that bad. Probably hidden in some cliff face or alcove or ledge somewhere. It's like people who assume that black people are unrealistic in a fantasy set. Oh god, yeah. I'm not sure what idiot came to that conclusion. Considering black people have been around longer than high fantasy has been. Like, just factually. Gamer... Yeah, no, absolutely. I miss... The myth is that if they can fire more than 3 shots in a line, those things are famous for bucking wild, you know? I think I got all that can be got in this part of the map. Not seeing any glimmers out there. What about over here? This might come down to yet another supercharge. Again, I think we got everything over here. Oh, interesting. I see. So I have to make my way back up there. Again, the joys of backtracking. Is there elves in our setting? God. Now. The question is, can I just jump? Yeah, I think I can just jump over there. Alright. And then I think that will just about do it. Okay. And just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go to the actual exit. You know, the hilarious part is, for the longest time, I was simply going by the actual level exit. But, someone in chat reminded me, on a consistent basis, that it could just exit through the menu. And now we're at a point where that's literally not an option if I want to progress. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? It's like paying. I think that will open up the next level. And save. Nasty Nork. Well, that's all 200 gold in this level. And I think this will be the the last dragon? Huh. Well, just be on the safe side, I'm going to save again. Because I think I remember reading that the last dragon is only available to free after beating Nasty Nork. Yeah. Let me even just double check real quick. The last dragon should be the one that takes the place of Delbin after Nasty's defeat. Okay. Well, I guess we've reached the the last hurdle before the finish line. Let us, in fact, do it to it. There he is. Well. Oh god, and there's a thief as well. Oh! Oh, he's already started the fight! I see. You know, I probably, upon hindsight, should have kept a closer eye on that. Ah, yes. You, I imagine, have something I'm going to need. Ooh. In order to complete this fight. Ah. Just checking around the corners. Yeah, can't be too careful. Haul ass. Yeah, I have the distinct impression I'm gonna need to, but first... Oh, I see. Ah, my word. Then, if I can cut him off here... There we are! Now, how am I doing on inventory? Okay, yeah, so I'll probably get the rest once I defeat him. you. Again, I'm gonna take my sweet time to start. Because I do want to try and 100% this. Slow and steady does, in fact, win the race. Granted, it depends on the race, but by and large, I prefer to take my sweet time when it comes to my Vigi games. Miss any? No, I did not. This one I imagine is going to take a bit more finesse. There we are. I remember this now, or at least seeing a video of it. Ah, my word. I'm sorry, it's just, there's something inherently humorous about Spyro avidly pining after Nasty's pelt throughout the entire course of this game, just gradually tiptoeing through the tulips, as it were, on his way to defeat him. Any extras over here? Alright. Hate to be that guy, but I think you missed a blue gem back there. I would not be surprised. And again, I appreciate you pointing that out, so even just to investigate. It never hurts to check. You were absolutely right. And this is why it pays to pay attention to your chat. Much appreciated, Nicholas. Because chances are I would have been at wit's end if I reached the end of this and came up one gem short. No problem. All the same. Gratitude must be shown. Alright. That's the end of that. Just gratitude must be shown. Now, imagine. Ah, this is where the loop starts over. Shit. Oh. Oh, it's like that, is it? Well, fuck me. All or nothing, huh? Well, at the very least, I think I still have that treasure. Yeah? No? Let's see. Don't tempt Nork? I guess not. That's the wrong key. damn close that time. I even like the quality of this music. It's very much reminiscent of, like, earlier tracks, but it has this sort of vaguely menacing, ethereal quality to it. With, like, the church organ and little fade. I suppose Doom was a big one for some reason. You're getting flashbacks to Land of Lore and Betrayal of Nadra. I most likely, from the quick glimpse I got of that name, butchered the pronunciation. Ah, my lord. Ah, damn. Sir. Ah, my word. This might have to be another matter of tackling him. Oh, for fuck's sake. You see, at this point, it's less gratifying and just obnoxious. Like, it'd be one thing if there were a save point that you could go to, like, once you reach the halfway point of the fight. The fact that it is all or nothing like this. Ah, my word. Let's see. There we go. You're not the one playing the game, but those steering controls don't look like they're helping anything. No, absolutely. Sir. I mean, it's basically just the joystick. Pressing B to, or not B, X, as it were. At least on the controller I'm using. Holding down to run, steering with the joystick. The left joystick specifically. Apologies for the lack of commentary over this. It's taking a considerable degree of concentration to make sure I don't fuck this up for the umpteenth time. Ah! You know? One moment. My thumb is cramping up at the base. This is, in fact, endgame, yes. Where are you looking at, Spyro? You'd go batshit insane over this. The thing is that ship has long since sailed. The music is giving you Pepsi Man vibes. You know, wouldn't have been my first take, but I can see where you're coming from. Oh. Now, I'm sure for an MLG gamer, this would have been a matter of seconds, this entire final boss. However, there we are. I have far more experience waxing philosophical and often scatological on matters of media literacy and analysis. Excuse you? Did that motherfucker just run the other way? Hello? Okay, no. It was just, apparently my mind playing tricks on me, as it is apparently apt to do. Did anyone else see that? They want to live, you know? So does anyone else living in this capitalistic hellscape, but not all of us are so lucky. You know, I thought it was going to be a relatively short stream with this being so close to the end, but not sure why I got it convinced in my head that the final boss of Spyro the Dragon would be easy. Okay. Well, there's one Mississippi. Now, I assume... Okay. Now, those platforms are absolutely about to move. Or maybe not. Oh, I... You know? I'm having the gayest of times.
You lose.
Let's see here. Well, again, it's at least one gem down. Let me even... So it's currently 400. I need 100 more. There we are. Just a matter of getting into the rhythm of things. This level is just... Well, yes, it's... I mean, I would say that goes without saying, but, I myself was fooled into believing this would at least be tolerable. I, too, was once innocent. I, too, was once ignorant to the ways and, machinations of Spyro the Dragon for the PlayStation 1. Keep shooting my shot. Keep missing my shot. But then again, you miss every shot you don't take, so I'm left with little alternative than to continue taking it. However much my hand may cramp up from the process. Christ on a stick. Ah, my word. Video games are fun. Ideally, video games are made with fun in mind, primarily. In a perfect world, video games should leave you with a sense of accomplishment. Of whimsy, I might even assert. Supposedly, yes. The game will be defeated. I will not be defeated. Not again. Never again. Not sure what my thought process was there. Of course, that's assuming there was one to begin with. At least with regards to this particular mind-numbing boss. And granted, this is still more intellectually stimulating than NASCAR, because I'm turning in more than one direction. But I digress. At this point, I just feel cold. Despite the dragon fire burning in my lungs. Despite my resolve to see this Nork burn in the fiery pits of Tartarus. Every now and then, Sisyphus himself is presented with a glimmer of hope. Hope that mayhaps this time, the boulder will stand firm at the top of the hill. That this time, the rubble and bothersome textures of the upward slope will make the task just even infinitesimally, however you pronounce it, I'm not an English major, ever so slightly less arduous. And yet every time, like a certain iconic screenshot of a certain iconic yellow electric mouse, we find ourselves shockingly surprised at what should have become expected and the norm. The new norm. Monologuing is how I maintain sanity, such as it is. Would you look at that? I somehow managed to outlast the music. I suppose that is, in fact, an accomplishment in and of itself. A commentary on my resilience, perhaps? Testament to my resolve, my sheer pig-headedness. Call it what you may. I'm determined to walk away from this game with this Nork's savings in my hands, if not his blood. Scattershot is failing me. The monotony of this music track actually perfectly reflects the cyclical nature of this boss fight. This is the song that doesn't end. It just goes on and on, my friends. "3D platformers are fun. 3D platformers were revolutionary. 3D platformers formed the basis for modern gaming. 3D platformers are a staple of 90s nostalgia. 3D platformers can't hurt you. 3D platformers wouldn't want to hurt you," they said half-mockingly, as he rocked himself into a state of psychological stasis. The vaguest reassurance they could offer him in his time of existential uncertainty. How could he convey his suffering, he wondered, staring blankly at the pixelated and polygonal screen. How could they possibly understand? I had him. I had him. In the palm of my claw. And much like many of my degrees, I let that opportunity go to waste. Again, commentary in and of itself. That's 2 times I have outrun the music. They say nobody can stop the music, but the music apparently is fully capable of stopping itself once the inspirational well has run dry. You know, some people have Takeshi's Challenge. Some people have Dark Souls. Some people have bat credit cards. Some people have the reformatting of the XCOM series. As for me, I'm a simple man. Simple preferences, simple banes, simple vices. All I ask is that the outside world makes sense, to some modicum or another. That deductive reasoning reigns supreme. That I'm not left the only outlier of self-professed common sense in a world whose laws and outcomes are necessitated by absurdity. Once again, I'm not sure why I expected any different. I'm aware, Nicholas, that I need to hit him when he's not running. I'm aware that that is my window through which I can at least progress this fight, end my suffering and all of yours. I'm aware that my inadequacies in doing so are what are prolonging said suffering. At least I pretend to understand. It gives me some small comfort. These are hollow victories. I think Spyro, like myself, is just trying to feel something by bashing his skull against the metal plating. I don't think I have found myself relating more to a purple dragon any more so than I do in this very moment. In a world gone mad in the face of deified currency, monsters and gods made of gold, silver, and jewels, it is the simultaneous, humble, and majestic dragon, ruler of these hordes, these curses of men, and goals of gods, through which we somehow find and come to appreciate our own humanity. Through the stark contrast thereof, I suppose. Every buffoon needs the straight man to be contextualized. Every god needs a mortal to fully appreciate their privilege, their power, the responsibility held in their creative and destructive hands. As much as I am loath to admit it, I think I'm starting to understand Aaron Hansen's baneful take on Mario 64. Granted, I feel this way about 3D platformers in general. But then again, I suppose that's the same sort of bile and venom expected of any boomer faced with the Herculean task of sorting together their new iPod Nano. I fear and detest that which I do not understand. And by that hypocrisy, come to be the very thing I have mocked, ridiculed, and intellectually persecuted over the course of my privileged, at least relatively speaking, life, such as it is. So apparently tackling isn't going to do it. Wish I ever did. Kick, yes. Might take a break from Spyro if it's gave me this existential. To be fair, I think even if I were playing the likes of Tetris, inevitably I would wind up in this state. Anything is an opportunity to wax philosophical. I know I did it before, and that was with my fire breath. And then there was one. I will not be defeated by children's entertainment, not again. Funnily enough, the last time I was with another purple reptilian. And the real ones watching know exactly what I'm talking about. Hello, hermano. You have come just in time to watch me. You've come in time to watch me. You're not real? Which of us truly is? So, for context, Hunxuan, I have been attempting this boss for the better part of, I would like to say, an hour. The first part was relatively simple. This part, not so much. What is this Dark Soul? You know what? I drew that comparison earlier. This is my Roman Empire. This is my Takeshi's Challenge. This is my Dark Souls. At least for the time being. So I think it's entirely possible that while he is still running, he is in fact invincible. I think I do literally need to defeat him while he is on that button. That might very well be the coding involved in this. I had that opportunity. I had that opportunity. I was convinced I might be able to cheese it. But apparently I do in fact need to get it polygon perfect. If you could, sir. It's getting late. I have things to do. Places to go, people to see. Because apparently one of the worst bosses in the original game. No shit! I want to specify, Nicholas, that I am not upset with you. I am upset with the fact that I'm being gatekept by Shrek's long-distant cousin. No, you were absolutely fine, Nicholas. I do want to specify. And I appreciate the insight. Again, a save point, I think would make this even just marginally more tolerable. Okay. So apparently he is not invincible. I was able to cheese it at the end there. Oh shit, it's timed. Of course it's timed. Why would it not be? Move quickly. I will keep that in mind going forward, Nicholas. You know, at this point, I'm not even angry anymore. I simply am. And that's all I can be. If you would, Spyro. If you would be so kind. Is there a way? There could, in fact, be a way with my totally legal copy of the PlayStation 1. I could potentially save state this. I want to see what I can do without having to resort to that. Okay. And this is yet another example of why I hate being rushed through video games. Would much rather take my sweet time figuring things out. Enjoying the griffin pain. I'm going to be right back.
The show starts in 9 minutes.
For your convenience, we have an attractive snack stand with buttered popcorn, golden good and hot from the popper, sizzling hot dogs cradled in fresh, fluffy buns, ice cream, and other good things to eat.
Intermission time. Time for that stretch you've been wanting. And best of all, time to take your pick from that scrumptious array of tasty treats waiting for you at the snack bar, where the popcorn's poppin', the cold drinks are sparkling, the hot dogs are sling, the coffee is steaming, and a luscious treasure of confectionery delights with ice cream and candy and so much more to tempt any taste is waiting for you now at the snack bar. You'll be notified in plenty of time when the next show is about to begin.
It's 8 minutes before showtime. Satisfy the kiddies with a bag of crisp, crunchy popcorn. And don't forget to get an extra bag or two to take to the car to munch on during the show. You will also want to take a supply of ice-cold soft drinks or delicious, flavorful coffee to keep you refreshed throughout the next show. Make the evening complete by getting a tasty treat for yourself and every member of your party. Make your visit to our theater a pleasant occasion to be remembered. We'll be richly rewarded with the thought that we have pleased you. It's 7 minutes before the show starts. The
The big ship foundered on the rocks, but the crew all got ashore. Then Fearless Fred dived in again and swam toward the wreck once more.
He'll never make it!
The waves are too high. But he made it back to land.
I had to return to the ship.
He explained.
For my toddy, the chocolate drink that's just grand.
Toddy does taste grand. At the snack bar or at your car. During intermission, enjoy a toddy. The delicious chocolate drink in a can. Ice cold or steaming hot, toddy hits the spot with everybody. See how much better that popcorn or those hot dogs taste with toddy.
Delicious.
Refresh yourself. It's intermission time. The concession stand is open and ready to serve you.
We are about to witness the takeoff of the first manned rocket to outer space.
So I'm okay. To specify. Frustrated? Absolutely. Irritated? Undoubtedly. Dissuaded somewhat, but not enough to quit. This is the night I end this game. Be it legitimately, or with a fist through the monitor. Let us commence forth. Apparently, that frustration is carrying over to all my systems. Not just me. You know, the taunting voice of this fucker was already one of those retro gamer nightmare fuel sources for me. Now I have an entirely different reason, having conquered the foot soldiers of their ilk, as it were. Save state after thieves. To be fair, I'm not entirely certain how to save state with this particular legal copy of the game and hardware. Thus far, I have done everything quote-unquote legitimately. And even if I wanted to, I'm not quite sure how to do otherwise. There we are. Alright. Next comes the annoying part. I mean, if there's any... As I was about to say, if there is any silver lining to be taken away from this, it's that I now have a bit more appreciation for the time trials. Which is saying something. Swing and a miss. I'm starting to think that being locked into the running animation cancels out some other features. Because I've full-on headbutt into the door before, and it has not unlocked with the key. Whereas when I stop at least a good dragon and a half short, it then unlocks. Case in point. I felt a chill go down my body there. Very nearly did myself dirty. And not in the way that would require I stream on an entirely different platform. So I just need to make sure I'm able to get on that button, or at least within buckshot range of this fucker before he up and guns it. And again, depending on how close you are to him when he enters that animation, or that idle animation, rather, sometimes he'll just gun it, and other times he'll give you a moment to actually collect yourself and do what needs doing. They give Spyro a gun? I mean, that's just it. They gave everyone else a gun near the end there. See, again, he wasn't even completely turned around to face me when he hightailed and fled. Is that not what the breath... You know what? You raise a valid point. And again, it's a scatter shot, even. Which should theoretically up my chances of hitting this fucker, and yet... I mean, ultimately, this is not a matter of game bad. This is a matter of me not play game good. I'm sorry I felt it necessary to reduce my vocabulary there into Norkish. If I'm going to defeat the enemy, I need to understand the enemy. Actual guns have more range? Yeah. And the hilarious thing is that ultimately, Nasty Nork is inconsequential in the larger scope of Spyro the Dragon's ongoing epic. There we are. Alright. People are far more familiar with Ripto from the second Spyro game. So, I just needed to be a bit faster there. I mean, I will say the benefit of doing this level over and over again is that I hear more nuances to the background music. Like, more attempts at invoking orchestral tones of menace, I suppose. Like, there's still the, you know, synth guitar stings here and there. But the invocation of the chords in the background, not dissonant so much as discordant. Now see, the thing is, I'm not even certain I know how to save state, is the issue. Yeah, no, as far as I'm currently aware, with this particular, totally not emulator, there is no simple go to a menu and save state option. Once you start the emulation, you just keep playing the emulation. Granted, there is probably a way to get around it, but unfortunately, that method is currently unknown to me. And I would much rather focus my efforts on actually beating the son of a bitch. Alright, now. I am doing it better each time, this is true. I had to jinx myself. You saw that, right? How the fucker passed right through the fire and the flames? Hell of a hitbox. I'm fine. I am absolutely Gucci. But yeah, no, the high-speed parkour is now my current bane. High-speed platforming with receding platforms, I understand it's the culmination of all the skills you've acquired over the course of the game. But timing it when you're not really... well, you don't exactly excel at timed challenges. It's a special kind of hell. Is it worth breaking the illusion? It's not even about breaking the illusion at this point, Nicholas. It's more a matter of whether or not I can even achieve the bare minimum, apparently. Yeah, even those little, like, bits in the background there. Little illusions of string and brass sections. Combined with the typical, theming of the, pipe organ and the synthy guitar. They're truly trying to build this up as the pinnacle of your journey. Unfortunately, their admittedly admirable attempt at theming gets lost amid the inherent frustration of the formatting of the end boss. Again, I would like to think I'm getting gradually better at this. It's just a matter of nailing that timing. Rated E for everyone. And yet I wouldn't wish this on anyone. So I just had to wait to feel something again. Between my thumb and my mind going numb there. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right, Laura. There's, not much that's actually changed or progressed, for better or worse, since you briefly stepped away. Let's see, I've referenced Sisyphus. I've referenced Hercules. I suppose Orpheus is next on the block here. Just when I think victory is within grasp, within reach, within eyesight. One wrong look, one wrong errant twitch of the finger, and all that progress is instantly lost. Case in point. Okay, go to hell. Yeah, no, I have already found myself there again and again. We're gonna play it again. Alright. I think I've already lost because I lost time there.
Toast, more. Sorry I took so long. I kind of forgot about you.
What about Ganasty Ganork?
Nasty Nork is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
You know, at this point, the only reason I'm tempted to say anything is because if I don't, this stream will probably get copyright flagged because of the raw music playing. Why are we still here? Just to suffer? Every night I can feel my thumb. That's it. Primarily the pain is in my thumb. Ah, my word. Fee fi fo fum. Charles Zambilla, sorry, that voice. Oh yeah, well, I mean, we have Clancy Brown, Carlos that, Michael Go, Jamie Alcoft, Michael Connor, Spyro voice. Wait, what? No, that was Tom Kenny, though. Wasn't it? I could have sworn that was Tom Kenny playing Spyro. Maybe it was just in the remake? Wow. Okay, yeah, I guess Tom Kenny simply played him in the Reignited trilogy. No sheep or hub. Fuck you. Fuck you. A few Norks, but no sheep. Alright, and now... Magnus.
Nasty's ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Nasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will not open until you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
And I think I just did. Yeah, 100%. So, smartass. Nasty's loot. And I think once I finish everything in here, we'll get the true ending, quote-unquote. That's right, you can fly indefinitely here. That was your reward for accomplishing everything. Granted, you can fly very high, but now it's just a matter of... Hey, this is the victory lap. This is essentially the victory lap. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you! Of course there's one more of you fuckers! I say one more, but undoubtedly there's gotta be more. The royal purple, too, as if to mock me. Well, at the very least, he doesn't go, nah, 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 nah. You know, despite all my pain, I'm still simply draconian. I was going for something there. I would say I lost it, but I don't think I had it to begin with. At the very least, I'm not being timed anymore. But yeah, no, this is a point I never reached on my own. Question is, how do I get higher? Oh, do I gradually climb up? No. not getting faster, am I? I might be getting higher, but no. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, there's gonna be another one of these fuckers. Alright. Oh god, it hurts, but at least I'm almost over. I should have thought through the phrasing of that, but at this point, who cares? Here, you fucker. Alright. So now... oh, there's another lock around here somewhere. This might be it. What in the hell? So I have the distinct impression that's going to have to be the last thing I kill. Takes care of that one. Then... her. Oh, I get it. I think I understand. It's not that I can't fly any higher, so much as it is that I'm currently limited by how high I can fly with what I get used to. Oh, you motherfucker. I just need to wait. Right moment. Oh, not quite. I'll get there eventually. So I'm just gonna come through here. Just a matter of time. Yeah, might actually be getting faster. Well, or at least I thought I was. Ah, my word. Come on, you fucker of mothers. One of these days, Egg Thief, one of these days. There we are. Alright, that's another key. The question is, where... Well... Ask... and thou shalt deliver. Alright. There's another one. Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, that explains all the curves and, nooks in the tunnel. High-speed pursuit. But what am I doing? Or will he just reset if I do this? Yeah, I'll probably reset. No, yeah, there he goes. Son of a bitch. Because why would they make it easy? Why would they make the victory lap easy? I know that spitting fire probably doesn't actually make me faster, but I can dream. I can dream, chat. Granted, my dreams aren't all that creative, but I can still dream. Because I know this fucker has another key on him, is the thing. Stay low. Is that it? Is it the... I mean, slowly but surely, progress is in fact being made. Albeit not by much. Oh, for fuck's sake. Again, I have shit to do. Oh my god. So I'm not sure if any of you saw that, but there was a single panel of what looked to be green screen, although maybe that was just clipping through the level at the green water. Even the game is tired of this shit. Yes, there it is again. I feel like there has to be some secret to this. Hey, fucker. Ah, my word. Yeah, just enjoy this freeform jazz, kids. That's what you came here for, right? For the last Spyro level. And me chasing yet another uncatchable boss. Not even a boss, just like... There's gotta be some trick to this. Came here because you like watching me suffer? Yeah, apparently you and over 50 other people. Which, once again, thank you for getting me to the point of 50 followers, I have to say, unironically. With any luck, all this suffering will be worth it once I reach affiliate. I might be getting closer, hard to tell. Yeah, I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, something is happening. Ah, damn it. I think it's just making minimal turns. You son of a bitch. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, now he resets. Okay. Now... Was that it? No, that was it. The new Star Fox game. Funnily enough, I'm having an easier time with this than I am Star Fox, which is saying something because I far prefer Star Fox. The keyboard player is just going ham on this. Is that all? Alright, then... over there. And then... I'll take care of that one over there. I think... this will bump me up, not too, but close. Fun. Yep. And I think this, dear friends, associates, peers of all ages, it's what's going to push me over the top. Coming up on 3 hours? Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, just over 2.5. 2,000 treasure. We did it, lads. Despite everything, we are still us. Christ on a stick. And just to make sure, 120%. And just to make sure I don't fuck myself over again, I'm going to take the actual level exit. And I think with this, we'll have the true ending.
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Ganasty Gnorc, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with Nasty Gnorc and his weird minions.
Fuck you.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Nasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again.
And that, guys, gals, non-binary pals, was the true ending to Spyro the Dragon for the PlayStation 1. That's the same voice as the Taco Bell Chihuahua. Why am I not surprised? Yo quiero. Or in my case, no quiero. Man, My will nearly made this a reality, didn't it? Spat the game right out of the fabric of this timeline for a hot sec there. But I digress. Yes. We, which is to say, I am finally finished with Spyro the Dragon. And not a moment too soon. For as much as I largely enjoyed this game, I have been looking forward to moving on to others. Especially in light of some generous souls giving me games I've never even touched before. And I am thoroughly looking forward to those. Despite everything, you is as was is as yourself. All your base are belong to us. Yeah, no, Clancy Brown was absolutely a powerhouse of the voicing behind this game. That's it. I can finally put this to rest. When I get the equipment. I mean, it's never too late to start Violet. And honestly, despite what some people may tell you as far as getting into voice acting, you don't need a top-of-the-line mic or setup. I myself started out with and continue to use a basic USB condenser mic for all of my voice work. And I don't have a particularly airtight booth either for what it is I use to record. Honestly, just trial and error. Download yourself a copy of Audacity. You know, experiment, see what you can manage with your vocal range, and focus more on actually acting and less on trying to make funny voices or trying to get the most amount of voices you can or impressions, because ultimately it does come down to the actual performance when it comes to voice acting. Focus on that, and I've no doubt in my mind that you can make a name for yourself. I mean, hell, even me, I even have myself an IMDb page at this point, which I did not imagine I would ever have. So, yeah, go nuts. Sorry, I was just distracted by the fact that they didn't show the waterfall over there. The waterfall was clipped out, so you could just see the cave. Undertale the musical is wonderful, though. I mean, in no small part thanks to the likes of Lorelei in the chat. And with 0 lives left. I want to point that out. 0 lives left. Really is a commentary on how little a life I have at this point. Despite being, well, functionally immortal. But I digress. We have finally accomplished a feat that, despite all my efforts as a child, I was never able to actually accomplish. Granted, I'm not sure how proud I should be of myself for something like that, but let me have this. It's a small victory. And I get so few of those these days. So very few. Anyway, I appreciate all of you remaining as patient as you have been throughout the course of this entire playthrough, and really this stream as a whole. Your continued encouragement is what helps me push through frustrating feats like these. And honestly, I'm looking forward to dipping into something a lot more chill with the next long-form solo series I have in mind. I imagine a good number of you will be excited for it once you find out what it actually is. And honestly, I'm just enthusiastic about the prospect of dipping into something that I have no immediate familiarity with. So, with all that in mind, thank you all so fucking much for dropping by, for your words of encouragement, and yes, for the occasional bit of ribbing. It keeps me humble. It keeps me sane, quote unquote. And it's made reaching, I guess, affiliate adjacent, I should say, that much more rewarding. Yes, humble, or at the very least as close as I'm gonna get, Lorelei. I digress. Thank you all very much for your time this evening, and always remember to fucking think.